Another breaking news from Dr.Wahlid, American political advisor, concerning the post that Donald Trump, US president, made about Nigeria. As I read this thing now, listen carefully. You get what you're supposed to observe. All the Igbo people listen. This Dr. Wahlid posted that I'm glad POTUS made a second statement. POTUS is Donald Trump name for Twitter. So he said, I'm glad that POTUS made a second statement about the massacre of Christians in the Middle East today and ordered the Pentagons to prepare for action if the government of Nigeria doesn't protect the Christian community from jihadist attacks. He ordered the Pentagon is the headquarters of the United States Air Force, the headquarters of the United States Air Force. So he said he support the statement that POTUS, that is the Donald Trump made concerning Nigeria, for the Pentagons to prepare for action if the government of Nigeria doesn't protect the Christian community from jihadist attack. If massacres do not stop, the US could take action. So he's supporting what Donald Trump's tweet, what he said about Nigeria, protecting the Christians in Nigeria. But let's go down. One possible global action could be an intervention in the South. Listen, one possible global action could be an intervention in the South, from Biafra to Plateau, to push back the jihadists and the Boko Haram. So, you see, from Biafra to Plateau. So Dr. Wahlid and all these United Men, they recognize Biafra online, but they have refused to recognize it offline, to grant referendum, to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is the leader of Biafra, and make it a reality. But in his tweet, he said from Biafra to Plateau. So he's aware. Both Donald Trump are aware that Biafra exists, but they don't want them to exist in Nigeria, to have their own, to realize their self-determination and as a Christian and protect their own country. This is actually what we want from them, not all this grant referendum and allow the other peoples to stay on their own, Christians and the Muslims, to save all these lives. So we go again. To push back the jihadists and the Boko Haram, one global action could be an intervention in the South, from Biafra to Plateau, to push back the jihadists and the Boko Haram. A lesser action would be to use air assets against the terrorists. They are planning to launch air assets using helicopters, jets, or air assets in Nigeria to fight the terrorists, the jihadists and the Boko Haram in Nigeria. According to Dr. Wahlid, he's supporting what Trump said. Communities from Western Syria to Darfur are watching for events in Nigeria. So they are trying to say that they are still watching how Nigeria is going to be. If they will hear of any other massacre of Christians in Nigeria, then they take action. So what I'm saying is, so these people are recognizing Biafrans online, but refuse to grant referendum, refuse to sign the papers and free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is the leader of the Biafra, the indigenous people of Biafra.